Welcome to the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser! How's it going, everybody? What you are looking at on screen is, of course, the Ultra Box giveaway sampler, and you can find the Ultra Box video on this same channel. Please make sure that you do check out that video and see the contents of the Ultra Box giveaway that I'm giving away here. And again, this is just my way of trying to give back to y'all in the community, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I see the chat has been lit up. Sorry for technical difficulties before I went live, preventing me from awesomeness, but I did get them all squared away, and we're live. So shout out to everybody in the live chat, and let's kick it again. Don't forget to check out the Ultra Box giveaway on this channel. And then, of course, I'm over there on Whatnot as well. Make sure you are giving me a follow, Ultra Maximus. And I got some, I think I'm going to be loading some Department of Truth for this next sale. So, where are you at? Let me know. Don't forget to follow me elsewhere. I mean, this is the gig that I got. So, produced by me. Make sure you guys give my buddy Eric a shout out, a follow, whatever you need to do. And of course, if you haven't been paying attention, there's been a couple of samples being dropped. How y'all feel about some Ultra apparel or some Drunken Chat apparel? Does that sound good to you? Well, watch that space, because we got some stuff in the works and you guys are going to love it. Don't also forget the guys over at Comic Barricade and Comic Barricade XL. They have a fantastic product that has helped manage collections, and if you aren't using it, you are going to lose it, because that near mint condition that you bought that book in is only as good as you can keep it, right? So let's remember that, and remember the code ULTRA for 10% off. And then we have more. So, Wanted Comics, of course, has been one of the best eBay stores on eBay for, ever. Shout out to Drew at Wanted Comics, always packaging books like a boss. Don't forget, he's got a Nice House on the Lake 1 and 2 exclusives, the Masters of the Universe Revelation, Dave Wilkins, and then, of course, the Ha final issue. Amazing stuff. Shout out to WantedComics.com. And let's see. The soundtrack, of course, you are listening to is provided by White Bat Audio. So Carl Casey at White Bat Audio. Make sure you do give them a follow. Yes. And I'm not sure if it was because of this, but the copyright gods tried coming after me, and they got shut down, thankfully. So thank you, YouTube, for not letting them take me. And, of course, we're almost there, everybody. Super Chat is not yet active on this channel, because you do require a 1,000 subscriber minimum and monetization from YouTube in order to qualify for that little feature. But if you do feel frisky, not required by all means. This is not required at all, but this does help me continue on my path of journalism and comic books. PayPal.me/UltraMaximus if you are feeling frisky. And of course, if you guys see journalistic integrity worthy news, basically if it's something we're talking about, tag me. UltraMaximus on IG and Facebook, and UltraMaximus at X, UltraMaximus X on the old Twitter. I appreciate the tags, everybody. I really, really do. And it is July 28th, 2021, so don't forget to smash that like button, like G Money Rocks is telling you to do in the old live chat there. So welcome to the press, everybody. Bilbo in the house too, and you didn't miss Empire. You didn't miss much. Okay, hey everybody, I'm here. Tied up, G'd up from the feet up, for real. I'm actually wearing pants. I didn't have to double check tonight, everybody, so we're good. But thank you again for joining me. Live chat again. I appreciate you for tuning into this interactive podcast. Again, this is your Wednesday night press conference when it comes to comic books. Ask the questions. Shout out to the live chat for doing all that you do. And of course, coffee. I needed a big cup because, of course, it's getting later and later, and I'm trying to start the show and get everything done, and I'm going to need the coffee to power through this one tonight. But you guys got me. You guys got me. I know you do. All right, so let's kick into this. You guys want to know what is on the mind of Maximus. Well, let's start things off. The Raw report for this evening, July 28, 2021, is what happened to your shirt? Mine's fine. My shirt's fine, but I think what they're talking about is going to be a little bit spoilerific. So if you have not seen the new teaser that dropped today. Oh, you're missing out because Marvel Studios, of course, dropped. Oh, thank you, Josh G, for the follow and whatnot today. I will make sure that everybody who does follow me, I will follow back, and I'll be going live here again. Watch the spaces. But today, again, everybody, there was a 1-minute teaser trailer dropped again for Shang-Chi. We do indeed have a release date of September 3rd, which may actually predate all other material we've been waiting on. So there's a 1-minute long teaser, and I highly recommend you guys go over to marvelstudios.com and check it out. So basically, the pit fight that we see Abomination in is where we find our hero. And she's like, "What happened to your shirt?" And he goes, "Oh." Like, what do you mean you don't know? You don't know what happened to your shirt, man? Did it just like evaporate? Do I like skunks? Comics Artist Pro Secrets in the house. Thank you for joining us. Big time in here. And you know what? No one, if anybody does call you a loser, fuck them. Welcome to the show, EVS. Good to see you. And let's see. So Shang-Chi with the 10 rings. And again, this is only 12 seconds in. They're showing 10 rings. So it's really, really good. No, it's a fake. Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyway. So what I'm wondering here is who's the person behind him on his left-hand shoulder. So, you know. We're checking that out, but the 10 rings appear to actually have an impact on the body, as you can actually see some influence into his veins. But you know what? We also, again, don't forget, Fing Fang Foom. And then, of course, his dad again with the 10 rings, but the rings transfer to like different sides of his body for weaponry. But there's another set of rings. I don't know what's going on here. We'll see. All right, so yeah, September 3rd, this is again going to be our next take on Marvel Cinematic Universe, everybody. Let me know what you think about that. Leave me a comment below. And, of course, the Book of the Week updates. Here we go, everybody. So I'm doing a three-peat or a trifecta for you, let's just say. Book of the Week honorable mention, I got to give it to Pepe Larraz. And what I'm probably going to be doing here is going to be doing what's going on in the chat. You guys are being cool. Do I have to nominate? Do I got to get in there? Just everybody be cool. Check out the content. Black Cat #8 cover by Pepe Larraz is the regular cover of my choosing of the week, and also the internal guts. Very good stuff. If you haven't read the book, you should read it. Check it out. The next book of the week runner-up is going to be this #5 Hans variant for Black Knight, Curse of the Ebony Blade. And if you guys didn't know about this one, we're going to touch base on that one a little bit later. But the Absolute Truth Book of the Week is Department of Truth #1, 6th print, which was your 1 in 50 incentive. And I saw you guys talking in the chat about this one a little bit earlier. There is indeed a little bit of a mix-up that happened with some of this. And they said final print, but guess what? Not so final because they messed up. Anyway, we're going to see here Aardvark Vanaheim giving us Unethical Spider-Vark one-shot. Unethical, they say. Ablaze. Oh, the real EVS is live talk about Frank Miller. Okay. That's all I need to say. That's all I need to say, my dude. Give me just a second. Yeah, maybe I should get a moderator for this channel, but we're good. All right, so Troll removed, and the DOT cover is sick. I agree. So we'll see what's crapping in there. But you guys know the Ablaze stuff also not too shabby. So thank you for pointing out that the real one is, of course, live someplace else, and that's of course a troll. There's a lot of trolls coming at me lately, and the beard of integrity is holding strong through these audits. Very strong, in fact. Forensic over there, Wisconsin now. Gung Ho Anger number 3, cover A. Gung Ho Anger number 3, cover B. And then Gung Ho Anger cover C. And this is the Lost Fish one. Well, Kaiser Soze also said, and he's gone. So, the number 3 cover D, and then the Virgin, which was your 1 in 10. Here's your 1 in 20. Oh, wait, it was the other way around. That was your 1 in 30. It means I'm doing something right. That's true. That's true. All right, so Zombie Tramp, of course, ongoing number 81, cover A, cover B. Your cover C, and of course these are all risque, but this one's kind of like Supergirl-ish, and this one says not final art. And then here's your cover E, and then your cover F. All right, and I'm going to cover all those books, so don't worry. We're going to cover those image ones, and when we get to the image ones, I actually have them in the correct order, but you know what? They were out of order until I read what was going on. Girls of Dimension 13, number 4. Phantom on the Scan, number 4. Seven Swords, number 2. Shadow Doctor, number 5. And that's going to round it out for Aftershock. Up next is Emerald. Cave Woman, Metal Age, number 2. Cover A. Cover B. Cover C, and cover E. I think the Bell was probably the best of that one, and also the cover D. Antarctic Press giving us a bunch of books this week. Death by Life, number 4. Gomez in the house, good to see you. Exciting Comics, number 12. And then this one, Out of Body Experience, number 2, which this is the solicit picture, and I think there was actually a different cover. Patriotica United number 1. And then here is your Justine Franny. And then your cover C sketch. Archie. We actually had a big release week from Archie. He gave us a couple of books. Archie and Friends. Summer Vacation number 1. Archie Showcase Digest number 4. Jughead and the Family. And then, of course, Archie, World of Archie Jumbo Comics Digest. Number 111. That's going to round it out for that one. AWA, Artists, Writers, and Artisans, giving us Chariot number 5 and finalizing the 5-issue miniseries. You know, the A covers are pretty cool. And this one right here, for all you car fans, it looks like they took the design of a BMW 8 Series, 850. Interesting, right? Resistance Uprising, number 4. And it's just those 2 titles. Aspen Comics dropping a couple of books here. And then, of course, the Michael Turner Art Edition Best of Aspen Comics Volume 2, cover B. And then your cover A. And I'm sorry I got those out of order. But at least I got them both, right? Avatar Press, and this is the one that was messing me up before going live tonight. So guys, look, these guys like to drop a ton of books in one day. So we got Cross Plus 100, Mimic, the 50 Shades Andrade variant, the Burroughs variant, the Shades Martin variant, the Rip variant, the Andrade B variant, the Caceres C variant. And that's some wild stuff, some like Aztec, you know, like, yeah. And then here's people getting eaten. 50 Shades E variant, and then the F variant And then, Nightmares of Providence #1 sketched. And then here's a weird one. So Stitch #1, here's the photo variant. And then here's number 10. So they did these like kind of weird. 11, 12, and I should have reorganized them, but this is why they were messing me up, because I was double checking, making sure I got them all. So like all these like Stitch books, so basically some of the Ancient Evil variants are like the gold color, and then they've got the photo covers too. So here's your 2 photo variant, your 3 photo variant, all the way up. And then here's issue 8, 9, and then Uber Apocalypse, the Siegfried variants. So here we go. All those different variants, and then Uber #1 New York, and then Uber number 10, Uber number 17, the VIP variant, and then the 25 VIP variant. Number 6, and that's going to round it out for them. Behemoth, You Promised Me Darkness, number 4, cover A, cover B, and your cover C. So, Boundless giving us Helena Scythe, cover C, Bikini Century, and then Jungle Fantasy Fauna, 50 Shades. Here's your nude variant, your Century variant, your 50 Shades nude variant, your Century variant, your 50 Shades nude variant of Fantasy Fauna number 2, and then Lady Death crossovers commemorative set. So this is the Lady Death and She crossover, which is kind of cool, I guess. Lady Death Pandora She Gold foil set. Lady Death Wicked Sacrilege Gold foil set. Naughty Jungle Books. Oh yeah, well check out these lookers here, Darren. Redacted. Lookers Ember number 2, the 50 Shades nude variant. The other 50 Shades nude variant for issue number 2. I bet everybody reads them for the articles. Comics Talk Weekly. So let's not downplay the posing and all those other things, the artistic intent that it provides, right? So 50 Shades nude number C, and then nude D, and then E, and then F, and that's going to wrap it up. Broadsword Comics. Now, here's what's weird, because this was your solicit, and this is what it looks like the 2 covers were. So I don't know why the solicit would be that much different, but again, a lot of redacted images just in order to keep this one safe for everybody's eyes and to allow it to go on YouTube. Coffin Comics. Lady Death, Treacherous Infamy, number 1 of 2. And for you guys in the live chat, and for you guys watching this on the rewind, who's reading any of these? Anybody picking them up? I mean, picking them up, reading them, it's basically the same thing. But here's your Lady Death cover A. Here's your Lady Death cover B. And then your cover C. And that's Walt Simonson, everybody. So shout out to Walt Simonson for giving us that Lady Death. And then here's your cover D, your brown naughty variant. Probably a cover by Edwin. Yeah, I'd agree. There must be a theme this week. No, honestly, the theme this week was a lot of books came out. And a lot more books came out than really people realize, because it's not a whole lot of titles that a lot of people were reading. A lot of cover buys. Like this one, Hyper Thick number 1. Are there any words inside is a good question. I have not opened one. Heavy Metal dropping us a couple of really good ones, and I've been told that the Heavy Metal line of comics is really good if you're into horror reads. So, Black Beacon number 1, Darkwing Unstable Elements one-shot, Modern Frankenstein number 4, and Swamp God number 1 of a 6-issue miniseries. So, going to be some interesting things coming out of the heavy metal realm, seeing if those pay off. Leave me a comment below if you are reading those. Strange Attractors number 3. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Strange Attractors. It's alive! We have good positive reviews for the Heavy Metals imprint in the chat. Strange Attractors, It's Alive number 3, cover B, which is your retro variant. And then cover C is your Bat and Lash variant. It's going to round it up for that one. Red 5 Comics. Angela Della Morte prequel one-shot. Source Point Press. Broken Gargoyles, Sin and Virtue number 2. Cult of Dracula number 5, cover A. Cult of Dracula number 5, cover B. Darling number 2, cover A. And then here is your cover B. Monstrous Heartbreak Blood Loss. Number 3 of 3. So if you finished all 3 issues of this miniseries, let me know if it should go in the read pile by leaving me an elaborate comment. And we'll see if we can get this one added to the read pile. Yes. Runes, number 1. So this looks like a really cool book because, of course, as you guys know, runes are tied heavily to Norse mythology. And that appears to be a very bludgeoned hammer. And is it me, or does he look like Kratos from God of War? And then Seis Cuerdas, Defender of Mexico. Number 3. Figure drawing, thanks for joining. Touching Evil, number 15. All right, so Nate138 said, I got that Never Never they had a couple of weeks ago. It was awesome. If you get a chance to read it, okay. Warcorns, Birthday Bash one-shot, cover A. Oh, you know what? There was actually a cover B for that, so my apologies. What happened? I think I might have covered over it with Yuki versus Panda. Shame on me for that, guys, and I'm very, very sorry about that. It looks like in my production, I must have taken a break right at that book and caused that error. But there is a cover B. And shout out to Garrett Gunn and the girls of Nearing Nerdvana for their constant interviews of wonderful people, and also the guys over there at Comic Book Food Chain. John Carpenter's Tales Sci-Fi from Hell, number 4, was that previous book. Now we've got Titan Comics. Doctor Who Missy number 4. Doctor Who Missy number 4, cover B. Doctor Who Missy number 4, cover C. Doctor Who Missy number 4, the Shed FOC variant. And then we have Extraordinary number 2 with the Chang FOC variant. This looks amazing. And then here is your cover A. Here's your cover B. Here's your cover C. That's going to round it out. For that, we're at Tokyo Pop. Nightmare Before Christmas, Mirror Moon number 1. Valiant. Shadow Man 2020, number 4. So this is a wicked looking cover A. And then here's a equally wicked looking cover B. And then this is neat. Cover C, kind of like a movie poster, but not. And then here is your cover D. So your cover C is most likely your incentive variant. I believe it's about a 1-in-20 ratio. So no worries there. And yep, we got it all taken care of. Now, Nate, that's not necessarily true. Anyway, anyone reading the new Valiant stuff? That's a good question. Actually, G Money Rocks, I do believe, Comics Talk Weekly is loving this new Shadow Man book. So I think that's phenomenal. And if you are enjoying the Shadow Man book, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. But Vault has given us some really interesting looking stuff. Barbaric #1, of course, with the second print, dropping on the same day as issue #2, and of course that Axe. Axe has personality, and then they also had a deluxe black and white edition. So that's cover A, and then there was a deluxe black and white edition cover B, which is your black bag variant. So that was your Tim Seeley cover. So that's crazy, right? And then #2 cover A, and then #2 cover B by Hickson. Very cool looking on there. And then of course cover C, black bag variant. Cover A from Blue Flame, #3. And Comics Talk Weekly is saying that issue 2 is of Barbaric was just as fun as #1. Blue Flame #3, cover B, Yoshitani. Last book you'll ever read, #1. And then here's your cover B by Hickman. Your cover C, which also had a black bag variant to it. So if anybody's seeing the dirty goods underneath these black bag variants, share them on IG. Let us know what they look like. And then, of course, Money Shot, the comic book about people going to shoot pornography by doing it to aliens. It's a very, very... So it's different. It's very different, but I don't understand how people are still trying to do it to aliens when genetics might not be compatible. So it's crazy. Money Shot #13, cover B, is also a black bag variant. And then here we are, another one that's probably on the dirty side. So show me the goods. Shadow Service #10, cover A by Howell. Shadow Service #10, cover B by Isaacs. Vault has the Barbaric #1 Conan poster cover homage for $100, limited to 100 print. Oh, Edwin with a fire bit of info. That is, if Vault on their website has a Barbaric #1 Conan poster cover homage, I mean, I thought that was a variant they did, but if they got a limited variant version of that one, and there's 53 of them left, for all of you Barbaric fans, you know what to do. Sharks go eat. I wish I could text other people right now, but I don't have a chance to do that. Witch Blood #5, cover A, cover B, cover C by Yoshitani. That wraps it up for that one. So we're all the way into Zenoscope. Now, Zenoscope actually had some very interesting things. Besides the Grimm Fairy Tales Swimsuit Edition, here's your one-shot, cover A. Here's your cover B. Here's your cover C. Here's your cover D. This, Possessive #1, dropped today. And Possessive is a story about a married man who is basically doing it to the grudge ghost that lives upstairs while he's a married man. And, yep, so he's got himself a dead, half-dead, gory side piece. And I think she's a little bit possessive of him. So it's a little weird. I was not able to get a copy locally, but we'll see. We'll see. So here we are. Boom Studios dropping Berserker #4, cover A. Grandpa, cover B by Christian Ward, which the Christian Ward cover looks good. Foil for each, right? And then there she is, Mirka Andolfo, getting her artwork on par. And I mean, the focal point of the gun is definitely where she started this drawing. You can tell. She started at the gun. She worked her way backward for a really good perspective. 25 copy incentive by Grandpa, virginized. Of course, the 50 copy incentive virginized by Ward, also not too shabby. 50 copy incentive by Mirka Andolfo, and then the 100 copy incentive by Andolfo, and a 200 copy incentive foil color by Mirka Andolfo. Are any of you guys still on this Berserker train for the high ratios? Let me know. Leave me a comment below. Dune Blood of the Sard. I'm going to mess that one up. Cover A, but DeCall. Jeff DeCall is everywhere lately. And, yeah, kind of blowing up. Cover B by Gorham. I'm going to really need to study up on my Dune so I can make sure that I prepare myself for when the remake comes out. I watched that old movie as a kid a whole bunch, and you know, Patrick Stewart. Yeah, got a lot of reasons to watch a movie. So, Firefly number 31, cover A by Bengal, and then we have the cover B by Paquette, and then 10 copy incentive, and then 25 copy incentive. Good Luck number 2 of 5, cover A. Good Luck number 2 of 5, cover B. There's your 25 copy incentive. So this was a really weird thing. They had no other variants, just a 25 copy incentive. And kind of like what we've got going on here. Something is Killing the Children number 18, drop in a day. And then, of course, they gave you a 25 copy incentive. So, yeah, G-Money, you know, a lot of people are doing just that, only foils, which is very, very tough. Because we'll see what happens with that long term. And Eric Temple, I do agree that Merca is badass, and she's done way more work than I've absolutely been able to realize. Grendel, over here in Dark Horse. Grendel Devil's Odyssey, number 8 of the 8-issue miniseries. So for you Grendel fans, can you recommend this 8-issue miniseries? Is this a easy enough read for people who have never read this kind of story before to jump in and see what Venom looked like before there was a Venom? And is it me, or does he look absolutely badass right there? So, Grendel Devil's Odyssey, number 8 of 8. And then, of course, Gru meets Tarzan. I don't know what's going on there. Parasomnia. Yeah. Number 2 of 4, cover A. And then here's your cover B by Christian Ward. Here is your cover A for Witch's Lament, number 3. Yeah, there was a lot of shorting going on, I heard as well. Cover A by Del Rey is amazing looking. The cover B is also pretty cool looking. And then, of course, cover C, also equally as awesome. So, bearded up Witcher. And that's going to round it out for those boom titles. And then we're on to Dynamite. So we got a little bit of a list here of Dynamite, but a couple of books are, of course, just limited virgin variants and such that get released a week after the other ones, and this is where we are with these Betty Page, Curse of the Banshees that we're looking at here. And then, of course, we're on to George R.R. Martin's A Clash of Kings, number 14. Cover A. Cover B. 10 copy Ruby Virgin incentive. 20 copy Ruby Black and White incentive, and then a 25 copy Miller Virgin. So, anybody reading Clash of Kings? Leave me a comment below if you are. And then here we go, everybody. Red Sonja, Black, White, and Red, number 1. These are limited virgin covers for the first issue, which dropped previously. Here is your Lupacino limited virgin, and then your Philip Tan limited virgin. That's just amazing. Philip Tan lines there. Philip Tan lines, get it? Sacred Six, number 11, cover A by Perillo. And then here is your cover B, your cover C by Bermudez, cover D by Maine, cover E by Warren Lau, and then your limited virgin cover, and then your Muskabekov FOC version. Or FOC variant, and then I know there's a virgin coming up, so just sit tight for that. Here's your Rue FOC variant. The main virgin incentive. There is your FOC incentive virgin. And then here's the Bermudez virgin incentive. And the black and white. And then here's your Lau virgin incentive. Pretty cool looking there too. The Perillo black and white incentive. The black and white virgin. The Rue 7 copy FOC virgin. And then we're on to Sonja Versal. Cover A, Perillo. Cover B by Linsner. Cover C by Lee. Cover D by Yoon. Cover E, Cosplay. Cover F, 10 copy Yoon, black and white. Cover G20. H, Linsner. Cover I, 35 copy incentive Cosplay. Cover J, 40 copy Linsner. And then 50 copy incentive Lee black and white virgin. Cover L is the Lee limited virgin. The Linsner limited virgin. the cover N premium FOC Perillo version, and then we have the cover O FOC bonus variant, and then the black and white FOC bonus, and then the 11 copy FOC incentive Yoon Virgin variant, followed by the 15 copy incentive, and that's going to wrap it up for Dynamite. Yeah, you know, Perillo definitely has a way. And for all of you guys who are like with me, who used to hate Bam and Second and Charles for spec value and maybe regret it just a little bit, Perillo did a Harley Quinn special with Poison Ivy and Harley on it, sitting in a tree, I think it was. But it's an amazing Bam cover. So if you ever see it, that's another one. So I'm dropping you a little bit of a spec for you. Marvel Action up from IDW. So we're into the IDW books, and let me tell you something. There's some stuff you guys are going to want to stick around for the FOC review at the end here. So take a look, and you'll check it out. Let's see here. Star Trek Year 5, number 23, and then the 10 copy incentive. This is when the Constitution class refit. So I know this is still one of those things where there's going to be some people who love the retrofit stuff where, you know, updates the ship. I think it's a pretty cool looking poster, and I think the cover actually does fit into kind of like an Art Deco kind of theme. So it transcends time, I think. Star Wars Adventures, of course, number 7, cover A by Francavilla. Here's your cover B by Nick Brokenshire. And then your 10 copy incentive by Francavilla. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Annual, cover A. The Eastman cover on your cover B. And then here is your 10 copy incentive. Transformers Beast Wars number 6, cover A, Josh Burcham. Cover B. And then the Nick Roche incentive variant. Pretty cool looking cover here, Nick. I got to compliment you on that one. So he's also the author and writer, author and artist of Scarant Hood. So go check out that title. It's pretty decent. Usagi Yojimbo number 20, dropping the second printing, of course, which has the first appearance cover. And then Usagi Yojimbo Dragon Bellow Conspiracy number 2 of 6. And of course, conspiracy is just a way of saying in front of the official narrative. And usually becoming true. Image. All right. So this is the one we're going to talk about, everybody. Good morning to Fuzzy Dunlop over in the UK. Hey, you know, thanks for checking that out too. For those of you not on Whatnot, I'll do a simulcast on my channel as well. And actually, I got a new rig that's going to help me do just that. It's a mic. I got a mic stand with a camera holder, so it's some very unique stuff. Definitely some interesting things. So here we go, everybody. This is how it should have been, but this is how it went down. Department of Truth number 1, final 6th printing, cover A, was mistakenly given the barcode, I think. I'm going to cover this in the news, but this is the way they should have been organized. This was supposed to be your cover A. This was supposed to be your cover B 25 copy incentive, and then this was supposed to be your 50 copy incentive on the 6th print. But because they botched it and they made the yellow cover the 25 copy incentive, I think that this book right here has just eaten all value. So there's going to be a plethora of these out there, but there may be some of these, and I'm trying to find out for anybody who was able to get their hands on them, because there was none on the shelves by me today. Does this 25 copy incentive have the A cover barcode on it? And does the 25 copy incentive, or does the A cover have the 25 copy incentive barcode on it? Like if they swap barcodes, that'd be pretty interesting. So that means, okay, so Patrick, here's the deal. They distributed this cover with the 25 copy incentive barcode on it, and they are resubmitting the cover A's. They may have botched up on this one too, but basically this one was probably distributed at a cover A amount. So your 50 copy incentive is probably the only play left on Department of Truth 6 print. I missed out completely. I'm not even going to get mad. So, yep, you got 2 yellow covers. So, Patrick, check the barcode on that one. And the barcode on your yellow covers is probably the 1 in 25 incentive barcode. And now they're going to be resubmitting those, so it's going to be really weird. So, anybody checking their B cover, if anybody got a 25 copy incentive, check that barcode to see what's on there. See if that one got messed up. If that one got messed up and that one and that 25 copy incentive shows as a cover A, man, they really screwed the pooch. So basically, they would have switched them around. But anyway, Department of Truth number 11 also dropped today, and they also gave you this wonderful cover B, and here's your cover C. Head Lopper. So Thunder, if you're looking at the barcode, the issue number, the last 3 digits usually dictate the issue number, the print, and the printing. And then the variant. So those are usually the last 3 digits, and you can look that kind of stuff up actually online. It talks about how to break down comic book barcodes. It's kind of an art. Yeah, the number will end with a 2 if it's a second printing in the last digit. The second to last digit should be a 2. So yeah, see, and Thunder. So do you have the 1 in 25? Is that the 1 in 25 that you're looking at that says 116? Because if you're looking at the red trade dress 1 in 25 with the chick on both sides, and it says 116 on there, then they totally screwed the pooch and got that one switched around. Huh. So your yellow one says 116 on it. So then, yeah, yours is Thunder's is right. So there's a mix. It sounds like there's a mix of them out there. We're just going to make everything even more strange. But you know what? We'll talk about that a little bit more because I do have an article that talks about it. Head Lopper number 16, cover A. And then here is your cover B by Danny. Jules Verne Lighthouse number 4 of 5. And then here's your cover B on that one. And then here is your cover C, Black and White Virgin. And then Made in Korea number 3. And here we are, everybody. So Sweet Paprika. So Sweet Paprika number 1, cover A by Merca. Cover B by Art Germ. Cover C by Peach Momoko. And then cover D by Merca and Dolfo. Merca and Dolfo, Sweet Paprika number 1, cover E, pink sketch variant. And then the cover F, Art Germ Virgin. And then here we go, 25 copy incentive, 50 copy Momoko, 75 copy Merca and Dolfo incentive, and then 100 copy black and white sketch. Oh, it's actually just a sketch, not even black and white. Merca and Dolfo incentive. So let me know if you guys are picking any of those up. Old Guard Tales Through Time, number 4 of 6, cover A, cover B, and then your cover C, and then Scumbag number 9, cover A, and your cover B. Skybound X number 4, cover A by Charlie Adler, and check out the lightsaber versus lightsaber action going on between Negan and Rick. So, Geek Drivens is correct. Oh, Nate, you know, it doesn't surprise me. If that kind of stuff actually does happen, it's crazy. So, this one right here is pretty cool. So, here's your cover B by Randolph. And then here is your cover C by Tunica. And the Randolph cover, can anybody tell me if you are reading Skybound X, is this a brand new character? Because it looks like another superhero that they're adding to the superhero universe. But there's your black and white incentive, and if it is a brand new first appearance, that black and white incentive is probably going to be worth picking up. And then your 25 copy black and white by Adler. Spawn 320, cover A. And then this one's got some heat to it, right? Because here's your Spawn 320 cover B by McFarlane. And then your cover C by Matina. Summoner's War Legacy number 4. And then that Texas Blood number 8. Cover B. And then your second printing, cover A. And then Ultra Mega's second printing, cover B. 5 copy. Vinyl number 2. It's going to round it out for DC, or for them. Now we're on to DC. All right, so Action Comics 1033 cover A. The Tedesco cardstock variant, followed by the Bartel 1 in 25 headshot variant. So what are they going to do? Are they going to keep? They're going to keep Clark Kent over here in the Action Comics run, and then they're going to put his son in the other Superman title. I think that's how the breakdown's going to work. We'll have to see how this continues to play out. But Batman Reptilian number 2 of 6, cover A. Liam Sharp. And then your cover B, Cully Hammer. Your Federici 1 in 25. Batman Secret Files of Huntress. So this is where they're starting to get cheesy, because watch this. There's your A cover. The B cover looks good, right? Nice variant. Here's your 1 in 25 with minimal trade dress. So with minimal work, you too can move a trade dress logo and make a copy more rare and more desirable. Batman Superman number 20 cover A. And then your cover B by Jenny Frisian. So there's probably some people who are looking for this one, not knowing it was a Frisian cover. Checkmate number 2 cover A. And Checkmate number 2 cover B. Batman Detective Comics number 1040 cover A. Batman Detective Comics 1040 cover B, Lee Bermeo. And then Harley Quinn number 5 cover A, Riley Rossmo. Harley Quinn number 5 cover B by Derek Chu. And of course that was your card stock. And then Icon and Rocket season 1 number 1 cover A. Cover B. Cover C, which is the old school variant. So a lot of people were after this one just because, you know, they were like, oh, it brings back the old school stuff. But this one right here was definitely, a lot of people were chasing just because it's cool, right? Whole 3 series on BMW, BMW 3 series on BBS Basket Weaves. All right, take that. Infinite Frontier number 3, cover A. Azor's in the house. Good to see you, man. Infinite Frontier number 3, cover B. Brian Hitch cardstock variant. Mr. Miracle. And of course, that's Shiloh. And he's hanging out with Scott Free. Mr. Miracle, of course, cover B here is your cardstock variant. Nightwing 78 third printing hitting shelves today. And of course, check out the dog. Pretty cool, huh? And then the other history of the DC Universe number 5, cover A. Cover B. And then Robin number 4, cover A. And your cover B, Francis Manipul cardstock variant. Ruby Justice League number 4 of 7, cover A by Mirka Andolfo. And then your cover B by Simone DeMeo. Static season 1 of number 2. There's your cover B. Strange Adventures number 11 of 12. So your penultimate issue by Tom King. Let me know if you guys are reading any of these DC books. Some of them look interesting. I've been wanting to check. I got issue 1, 2, and 3 of Strange Adventures. So I'll be looking to check that one out. But here we are, everybody. The debut of Superman. The new title, which has John Kent taking up the reins of Superman. And again, this would have made a much, much better Super Sons cover than it would have Superman, Son of Kal-El. So I don't know what DC's thinking. And then this one right here, I mean, okay, cool cover. And then here's your Jen Bartel headshot cardstock. Your 1 in 50 Virgin cardstock variant. Still in stock in a lot of places. So that tells me it's not really moving, you know. But we'll see what long term it does, because, of course, DC is usually a slow burn. And then, of course, Teen Titans Academy number 5, cover A by Rafa Sandoval. And then your cover B, Philip Tan cardstock variant. Wonder Woman Black and Gold number 2. Here's your cover B by Joshua Middleton. And then your cover C incentive by David Mack. Alright, so now we're on to Marvel. And here we're getting into the interesting stuff. So Amazing Fantasy number 1 of 5. Amazing Fantasy number 1 of 5 for the Andrews variant. And then the Horley variant. And then your 125 Bianchi Hidden Gem variant. This one went quick in my LCS. I had an opportunity to grab it, and someone else grabbed it in front of me. So, you know, it happens. But let me know if you're reading that Strange Adventures and if I should throw it in my own read pile. Amazing Spider-Man number 71. And, of course, this is a tie-into the Sinister War. And then here we have our 71 Lizard variant. And this is the handbook variant. So they're doing these Marvel handbook style things. Peach Momoko doing a very simplistic Marvel anime variant. Amazing Spider-Man 71 Vincentini incentive. So there is your 1 in 25 incentive variant. So hopefully you guys are able to obtain that one for cheap. Pardon me. Avengers Mech Strike number 5 of 5. And there's your Kang cover, everybody. So if you're looking for Kang, there you go. And then here is your Okazaki variant cover. Shout out to Big Remo in the house, man. Thank you for that purchase on there, and I'm glad you got a good deal on that Ironheart book, man. Beta Ray Bill number 5, of course, being dropped. And here's the final issues variant cover. So if you are reading Beta Ray Bill, let us know what's up next for him, because it looks like he's got a pretty serious axe. And of course, the honorable mention that I had to give this week for a regular cover is this Black Cat number 8. And they talk about it in story. And then here's your B cover with her beating up Nick Fury. And guess what? That actually happens in book. Peach Momoko, giving you a Momoko variant. And then, of course, your Captain America 80th Anniversary variant. Another book we're going to be talking about here in just a second. Black Knight and the Curse of the Ebony Blade, number 5 of 5. And, of course, the Ebony Crown, the Ebony Blade. All very interesting pieces of a puzzle. And then, of course, Black Knight, Curse of the Ebony Blade, number 5 of 5. And the Stephanie Hans variant. And then we got Black Widow number 9. Black Widow number 9. Mark Brooks, Captain America 80th variant. And I got to say, Mr. Brooks, wicked stuff. The only thing is of course, he snuck in that little communist icon right there. Hammer and Seath. Yeah. Cable number 12. And Cable number 12 and the Sousa variant. Daredevil number 32, and I can't believe she's made it. Let's see, 25, 26, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Yeah, she's made it a whole 8 issues as Daredevil. So, shout out to you, Elektra. You made it 3 more than I thought you were gonna. I thought she was gonna make it 1 story arc, but we'll see. Daredevil number 32 with the Peach Momoko variant, and then Eternals number 6. Eternals number 6 with the Todd Nauck headshot variant. Oh, you know what? There was also an incentive variant, and my apologies for missing that, because apparently I am missing these things. The incentive variant for Eternals wasn't too shabby either. Fantastic Four number 34. Mark Brooks giving us good stuff there. And then the Fantastic Four Bradshaw Captain America 80th Anniversary variant. The Mighty Valkyries number 4 of 5. And, of course, the Mighty Valkyries variant cover. Then there was also this Dodson Captain America 80th Anniversary variant. Very interesting. Planet-sized X-Men went back for a second printing because the story inside is just that huge. And they decided to just be real cheap and take the 1 in 50 Coipel variant and just black and white it and give it to you at half ratio. So, there you go. Shang-Chi number 3, and we've got some goods going on here because there is, of course, a Loth of Fuente variant, and then the Peach Momoko anime variant, And then here is your Michael Cho incentive variant, which commanding pretty good money. First appearance of yet another sister. So it's like, Shang-Chi has so many sisters. It's crazy. How many sisters does he have? Well, Sister Hammer, and then all the ones from that miniseries, and then that new one. So I think he's got 3, and then a couple of more brothers. So yeah, it's wild. Star Wars number 15, of course, dropping another tie into War of the Bounty Hunters. And then here is your Kumankoli headshot variant. Then your 50th anniversary Lucasfilm variant. Your incentive variant, which is basically, the leaving of Hoth. Star Wars High Republic number 7. Of course, this one, thank you very much, JTC, for finally providing us with a High Republic action figure variant. And then here was your incentive variant for this issue, also out today. Sword number 7 also dropped a pretty good tie-in to the Final Annihilation. And if you didn't see these books out there, well, there was also this Shavrin variant. Very, very thankful to get the last one on the shelf. Symbiote Spider-Man Crossroads number 1 of 5. And we had a couple of covers for this one. The Todd Nauck headshot variant. The Sousa variant. And the Del Mundo incentive variant. And Patrick, I will answer your question in just a moment here. So hang tight. United States of Captain America number 2 of 5. And then here is your Captain America of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And your Bustos design variant. And then your Sousa variant. And that is your incentive. So check that one out. Venom 35 second printing variant 200th issue. And then your 35 second printing variant incentive ratio. So you guys are getting way ahead of the show in the chat, and I appreciate you all for tuning in because, that's some big stuff we're about to get talking into. But Web of Spider-Man number 2 of 5 second printing variant. And then Wolverine number 14 dropping your cover A. The Wolverine number 14 Momoko variant. And then your Stegman variant, which teased a big reveal. X Factor number 10 second printing variant. And that is your last of the new books released today. So shout out to everybody in the live chat, and I'm going to catch up to where you guys are. But first, I'm going to remind you guys that we have this wonderful giveaway on this channel called the Ultra Box. And if you don't know what's in it, go check out the video. Leave me a thumbs up on that video. Leave me a comment below, and I will be happy to reply to you. And then now, leave me a comment below this video if you are, of course, watching on the rewind. But now let's get into a couple of things. So we've got the Raw Report update where I'm going to give you guys a couple of things. It includes some spoilerific items. So, is today your birthday? Do we have anybody that has a birthday in the live chat? If you had a birthday on 7/28, of course, it is now 12:30 a.m. on 7/29 on the East Coast. But if your birthday is July 28th, let me know because I want to tell you something. I'll give you guys a couple of seconds. Yes, Edwin, we did see all of those things from there. But okay, so I've given you guys enough time and you haven't responded. So here's the deal. If the 28th is your birthday, you guys should know that Peter Cullen turned 80 today. So shout out to the voice of Optimus Prime and all the rest of these voices. And yes, I bet you guys didn't even know some of these guys were his voice. So amazing, amazing stuff. Yeah, he voiced in the Incredible Hulk in the old animated cartoon, Red Skull, the Predator. I mean, come on. There is just some ridiculous stuff. So yesterday was your birthday. So no, yesterday was not my birthday, but if it was your wife's birthday. Oh, and Comic Boom. Comic Boom. I think Comic Boom should go back and watch the giveaway video. What about you guys? You think Comic Boom should go back there and watch the giveaway video? So yeah, Comic Boom, the Nice House on the Lake giveaway video awaits you. But watch after you're done here. So shout out to, again, Peter Cullen. Happy birthday to you, sir. And then this was really funny. And, of course, if NPR is reporting it, you know it must be true. Check boxes in your attic because comic books and collectibles have doubled in price. So, of course, if it's gotten around to the mainstream news here, you probably know it's going to be, it's going to be hitting a lot of people. So we may see this actually cause a downturn in some of the prices as more things come to, yeah, Mojo Quincy and a whole bunch of stuff. So check those boxes in your attic, because there may be something up there. But again, I'm thinking if NPR is telling people to check their boxes in their attic, they're going to come up with a bunch of stuff that we thought was non-existent, and it's going to cause the rare stuff, maybe some of the really old, like Golden Age and Silver Age stuff, to be found, and it's going to bring market prices down, because it's going to bring books to market. So be on the lookout for all that kind of stuff, and we'll see if that does change the game. Hopefully it doesn't change it up too much for you. All right, so here we go, a miss and a misprint. So here we go, everybody. So here is Department of Truth number 1, the 6th, aka final printing that was supposed to be out today. And according to some of you guys actually have the correct information, where it shows the correct barcode number. But the Department of Truth number 1 final 6 printing cover B 25 copy was indeed listed as this. So there's a couple of stores who are listing this. So they say, note, misprinted A cover. Has the 1 in 25 cover with original A cover barcode. So this is weird, because I think maybe they just misunderstood that this was supposed to be the A cover. So I don't know. We're going to see what happens. If this is truly a misprint, we'll find out more. But I thought this was going to be your 25 copy incentive. Maybe this was supposed to be your A cover. And maybe the 1 in 25 was supposed to be the yellow one. It's crazy. So who knows? We'll have to see. Now, shout out to Screen Rant for reporting this 3 days ago. Now, Superman art images, Michael B. Jordan as Val Zod. So as you guys know, the speculation guessing as to which version of Superman Michael B. Jordan has been trying to push and play for years has been revealed to be Val Zod, and he's revealed to be an upcoming limited series on HBO Max, which should change the game a little bit. But Spider Monkey XXIII, which is 23, Spider Monkey 23 on IG did this insane looking tribute to Val Zod and to Michael B. Jordan as him. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys think of that. And of course, if you see anything that's newsworthy, you can tag me in it. ID is UltraMaximus. Yep, he's now Val Zod. That's right. So everybody who kept on trying to push the other version of Superman now knows that he has confirmed he is trying to develop the Val Zod. So, yep, there we go. But don't forget, tag me UltraMaximus at XUltraMaximusX on Twitter and UltraMaximus on IG. Oh, boy, because I think I may have rushed production a little bit here. So we'll see. Did I get it right? Well, it's the speculation matrix, so we're going to take a look at some things here. First, we're going to start off with the read pile. So, yeah, and Manny, the Val Zod people already on that Earth 2 number 19, it's already a $100 book. So I don't think the cover B is selling very well at all. So it might be a book that somebody who's really good at hunting and back issue bins like yourself is, sir, might be able to take it out. So the idea of Wolverine number 14 actually did have a first appearance in it, I believe. So the first appearance is this guy named Blackmore, who wears this funny little mask on his face because it looks like Solemn cut off his nose. Now, Blackmore is another one of the mutants from Arakko. All these Arakko mutants are on this planet making trouble. And at the beginning of the issue, you see the Marauder and the Christian Frost, which is Emma's brother. Well, you know, hypothermic and stuff like that. And the Marauder was basically burnt to a crisp. And basically, he tells him that Solemn screwed him. So Solemn is up to something in our world now. He's roaming about, and this is the setup for the story. I have a feeling it's going to be a really long, maybe 4 or 5 issue long story. So we'll have to check out what happens in Wolverine and circle back to that one. But it is in my read pile currently. Okay, so here we get to talk about this one now. So everybody in the chat's been talking about this one since before I got a chance to talk about it. But Ebony Crowns and Black Knights. And yes, I said Black Knights. So don't forget, Jax, who first appears on the cover on the Stormbreakers cover of Black Knight number 1, does become a Black Knight in this issue. So the caveat here that people really aren't paying attention to and why this is super important, it's Dane Whitman's daughter. If it's Dane Whitman's daughter, and it's his daughter with an Eternal, well, that is how they continue to connect the bloodline of Arthur. And again, you guys got to read this 5-issue miniseries. It's a finite read, so it's not going to be terrible on your wallet. If you are buying it digitally, you should be able to buy it, I think, $1.99 for the first 3 or 4 issues. There's a lot of things that can come into play here. But yes, if they are going to be pushing Black Knight and his daughter, and it is the daughter of Black Knight and Cersei, oh boy. So, yep, the Stormbreakers variant for issue number 1. So, Patrick, this is the only reason why it is that way right now is because right now you have the FOMO people who don't read the comics trying to spec on things, thinking that's Jax's first appearance. It's not the first appearance of Jax. Jax first appears in issue number 5, or issue number 1. She becomes a Black Knight in issue number 5. So, the number 5 Hans variant should see a correction. Yeah, the number 5 A cover is probably going to be worthwhile long term. But the number 1 Stormbreakers variant is her first appearance and her first cover appearance. So expect that one to start flying once the masses catch up to that. And of course, this is the reason why I appreciate all you guys in the live chat who tune into my show, because you guys know that I'm giving you the steak. You guys got all these other people who want to give you, a bunch of veggies and kind of like gas you up and then allow them to buy copies and stuff. But no, I'm here to give you the steak. Go cut the meat and take a nice bite of that. Chew it up. Get that protein, son. So all my sharks, no chum. So yeah, go back and get the rest while they're cheap is probably a good idea. But issues 1 and issues 5 are the keys in the series now. So the Black Knights will return, which makes things even more interesting because remember what happened in that King in Black Black Knight issue. Dane was able to hold Swordmaster's sword. Something else is going on completely. They have been, basically they're giving us breadcrumbs. So I'm looking forward to see what will happen. So we'll see. And yeah, I do agree, Eric. They're going to be putting, Black Knight's going to be into the Avengers eventually. Okay. Now, what happens when a badass gets to hang with his younger self? Well, usually cool things or epic things about, hey man, this is what your future is going to be. But the old man that we have here, he doesn't like telling the younger version about the shit that happens in the future. And apparently he already knew that he was going to come and get fucking whacked. How about that? Your younger version of yourself is coming to kill you and you're supposed to take it easy on him. So anyway, here's how it goes. In the last issue, you see Cable basically jumping off and yelling at Strife and telling him to shut his dirty clone mouth. Kid Cable shows up and gets to shoot at him and says, I get to kill you both too. But Cyclops is on it, and basically they're saving the babies. So there's a bunch of babies that Strife is basically trying to sacrifice in order to do some demonic things. So he's basically got a little bit of the Goblin Queen stuff in him. As you guys probably know, Madeline Pryor being their, the mother is a little bit weird. But this, if they ever made this version of X-Force happen, where it's Rachel Phoenix, Jean Grey, Hope Summers, Deadpool, and Esme Cuckoo with Domino and Cable, that's an extreme version of X-Force. But Esme's is not really in her element here. So basically Deadpool, steps in and stops her from getting killed, which is really, really, really nice of him. But she gets pissed off at this, and she basically wants to go and end this. So she goes and tries to attack Strife head on, and she does give him a little bit of a good hit, and he starts bleeding through the nose. But he returns the favor and gives her a wallop, and she actually gets a taste inside of his mind. In the previous issue, Esme was yelling at Nate, the younger version of him, because of course she's madly in love with him, because like daddy, like daughter, or like daddy, and her like daughter, she being the clone daughter of Emma and him being the son of Cyclops. Let's just say father and son got similar taste. So there's a lot going on here. She's basically like, oh, you're just going to go back to your future. You don't care about us, blah, blah, blah. And she gets a taste of what actually is going on inside Stripe's head to understand the never-ending battle that it is between Nate and Strife. So she sees that, and then Kid Cable says, don't touch her, steps in the middle of it, and then, okay, Old Man Cable steps in with the sword, the Light of Galador, that he still has. And this is the payoff that we've been waiting for the entire series, because at the beginning of this series, everybody was wondering, is this the origin of Strife? We honestly have been thinking forever that Kid Cable came back and killed the older version of Cable and was basically a plant because he was maybe Strife. I don't think so. But he even goes, can you tell me something? I never understood what you saw in me. At first, I thought you were trying to piss off Emma. She goes, that's always fun, but the truth is, I know how to screw it up, and let's see, there we go. Oh yeah. So let me accidentally hit the escape button. All right, let me fix this, everybody. I need a second to fix this. This is gonna just take me a second. So anyway, in the middle of that battle, it gets pretty wicked. Esme basically pours her heart out to Cable, and she tells him that they thought he was Strife. You know, again, everybody thought that he was Strife. Oh no, I'm killing you. So my bad. So right now, you guys, we're going to take a short little intermission while I get this thing together, because something just messed up on my computer by hitting the escape button, and it was not at all what I intended. All right, bear with me. Okay, this thing just completely bombed out on me, so I really apologize to you guys in the middle of this. So I think it just lost all my spec picks for the week. So we're gonna power through it. No big deal. Shit happens mostly to good people. All right, so here we are back in the read pile. I've already been through this. Been through this. So I was trying to get it on lock. Okay, so as I was saying about all this stuff, so let me repeat myself. And let me turn the music down too. Okay, music turned down. All right, so oh no, man, it ain't Windows tech support. It's an accidental button push on me trying to guide things. So as I was saying, so the whole deal with Kid Cable here, it gets really good. So yeah, as I was saying, Esme sees inside of Strife's mind. She understands all these things going on. Cable asks her about what's going on. She says, "Hey, basically, we thought you were Strife." Scott and Emma asked if she thought you could be Strife. So you were watched by a telepath every moment, awake or asleep, which made perfect sense for why everybody was really treating him the way he was. And then she gets pissed, kisses him goodbye, and basically they go to war. And then Jean, is basically there to say, everything's going to be okay. They secure everything, but this is where it gets pretty awesome. So Jean basically knocks off his helmet, which protects him from psionic attacks and telepathy and stuff like that. And then basically he sits there and he tries to ask for amnesty. And they blow a hole through him. So that's only part of the story. So yeah, they kill Strife at the end of this, but Strife has more bodies throughout time. So good luck on killing a man who does leave a little bit of a good Easter egg at the end of this issue. So I'm going to leave that Easter egg for you guys. If you haven't read this 12-issue series, it's definitely worth reading. But everybody's like, what's going on with the sword? So the sword actually stays with the older version of Cable in our time. Kid Cable does, in fact, end up going back to his time, but the sword actually transforms the last living member of that race into I guess he basically restores that race and gives him another planet to revolve around. So Leftover Zaggy, yes, he looks like Cable because he's also a clone of Cable. All right, so as I was saying earlier, Esme is really mad about Nate having to leave her, but if you look on the right and look at the necklace, it does show that Esme and Cable apparently end up together in one version of this timeline. So you got to remember, Cable's got a kid with Storm, and that's Major X. And then, of course, he's with Esme, and Hope's his adopted daughter, and Rachel's his sister. So yeah, he's got a pretty complicated family life, but this book really paid off, and I'm actually looking forward to where they're going with this in the future. But here's one thing that is also very interesting. They basically Winter Soldiered this guy's arm. So it didn't appear that he had a cybernetic arm early on, when his arm got crushed in Ten of Swords, but apparently it's removable, and the relic, as the old man says, give me this relic, and he goes, here's an updated one. So he's got an updated cybernetic unit on his arm to head into warfare with, and he goes into the war and he's fighting Strife on two fronts. And that's basically the strategy that Cable is using, is to fight Strife on multiple fronts. But there's a really good payoff at the end of that story on the last page, and I'm not going to spoil that one for you. I'll let you guys check it out. So yeah, it just looked like I deleted all my spec picks from today. But the variant battle is still on. So last week I asked you guys what you thought of the Superman Son of Kal-El being a 1 in 50 versus the Department of Truth number 1 in 50. And obviously, y'all are definitely with me on this one, right? The Department of Truth 6 printing 1 in 50 variant over top of the Superman. And we're talking, not only like spec value, but flip value and long-term value. Which do you think is going to be the one to hold? Leave me a comment below if you're watching on the rewind, and I appreciate your input there. But guess what? I'm going to ask you a little preliminary what I'm going to ask you for answers for next week. If you had a choice between these two variants, which would you rather have? On your left is a Silk variant, which is only a 1 in 25, or the Hellions number 14, 1 in 50 Inyuk Lee Virgin variant on the right. Tell me which one you'd rather have. Leave me a comment below or shout out in a live chat, and we'll revisit that one next week. So yeah, guys, I think my speculation heat of the week might have been botched by that little error there. So we're going to take a look and see. Is there anything in here? Nope. Yep, it deleted it all. So the heat of the week, in my opinion, is going to be revisited. I'm gonna do a little update video on that one. So make sure you're subscribed. I will do a separate video letting you know what my heat of the week is, and I'll do that one tomorrow. Spec Matrix, subscribe, everybody. Of course, that's one of the reasons why you're here. But the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser will have another episode next week. But I do another little show called The Secret Variant. And on this one, I do still have the data. So this is going to be good, because if you guys aren't subscribed to the Secret Variant or my channel, you need to be, because you don't want to miss interesting things such as the second printing homage variant or the Hip Hop Variant Platinum list. Yeah, you know, it's okay, Nate. It's all good. I promise to give you guys all the goods. It's just the spec picks from this week. You know, if you buy what you like, you're never in it wrong. But, of course, if you pay attention to the Secret Variant, you can probably tell which ones I'm on to. But don't forget to tune into the Secret Variant, well, the preliminary show that happens is basically where we talk about FOC and stuff on Drunken Chat. And then, of course, Mighty Mel V dropping that one with Comic Crusaders. And don't forget to check out Spine Ticks on Saturday. Shout out to Geek Driven and Azores in the live chat, of course. The Team Nerd Herd 1K giveaway was an awesome show. Make sure you go and check out them and subscribe to their channel. But, of course, the Secret Variant is where I drop all this FOC information. So we're going to take a look at the Ghosts of Monday, which is the FOC review. All the stuff that concluded on the Final Order cutoff. Sumerian Man-Eaters of Zambula, number 2. Cover D. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mojo Quid. I promise you, my man, it's not going to be easy, but it may be fun. So, the Sumerian Man-Eaters of Zambula, number 2, getting a 10-copy incentive, which, of course, if you guys know, this is a Daredevil swipe. Pretty cool-looking Daredevil swipe, right? Marjorie Finnegan, Temporal Criminal, number 4, and another AWA Upshot book. Raza, dropping a pretty fire-looking cover for XO Manowar. Then here's your Michael Cho variant. And then Christian Ward is doing the 1 in 20 incentive on XO Manowar, number 5. I think it's like volume 6 or 7. It's crazy how many volumes of XO there are. So, the Possessive number 2 is, again, what I was telling you guys about earlier. So, this is the family man, and apparently he's got a very possessive, grudge-like ghost girlfriend. So he's doing it with a ghost, and he's a married man. So it's very weird. So she's very possessive, apparently, everybody, and it's an interesting story. Firefly, brand new verse, number 6 of 6. There's your 25-copy incentive by Franny. The cover E, unlockable Virgin. And then Power Rangers cover G, FOC reveal copy. So your Gold Ranger, your Yellow Ranger, powered up. 10-copy incentive, and then, of course, here's your 10-copy incentive for your cover A, the 15-copy incentive virginized of your cover B, and then your unlockable, which is your Montez variant without the trade dress. So those are all the virgin covers from Power Rangers. And then, of course, Bermuda, number 2. Your cover A is, your 10-copy cover B is by Bradshaw. Your 25-copy cover C, which is your RIB, is by Jeff Scott Campbell. However, they decided to hit you with a 50-copy incentive by Campbell as well, which is a virgin of the 25-copy. Guys, this one's probably going to be a heater, being over at IDW, probably being pretty under-ordered. And then once Campbell fans who missed out on FOC, who do not participate in comic shop shenanigans on a weekly basis here with us, they are going to be going crazy over this one. So, Marvel Action Origins number 3 of 5. So this is a very, very interesting section. So Prince Zodiac, you may be late, but don't worry. So I'm going to take an intermission here, and then I'm going to come back. Actually, yeah, I'm not going to wait until tomorrow to do that video, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take an intermission, and I'm going to come back with a spec picks video, heat of the week, and make it short and sweet. Marvel Action Origins number 3 of 5, cover B, which is a Venom cover. Star Wars High Republic Adventures number 7. Here's your 10 copy incentive. And then your 10 copy incentive for Transformers number 34, showing a really cool Shockwave cover. Deadly Class number 48, cover B. Merca and Dolfo, everybody. So here's probably going to be another one of those under-ordered, underappreciated Merca and Dolfo books. King Spawn number 1, cover A. And then here's your cover B by McFarlane. Your cover C by David Finch. And then your cover D by Sean Murphy. And following up the Black Cat that just released today is this Black Cat number 9. And if you see the facial expressions on her, pretty cool. Followed by this Games variant. And honestly, if you guys haven't seen all these Games variants, the Marvel Dual Games variants are ridiculous looking. Some of them are amazing. This right here is going to be a heater. So this is the Sway variant, the Joshua Swaby Sway. The Sway variant is a 1 in 25. Yeah, and Spawn may have been pushed, and if it was pushed again, that's now the second time it's been pushed. I'll revisit that. But don't forget, this is the 1 in 100 version of that 1 in 25, everybody. So there's going to be 2 of those to go around. This may have also been pushed again because FOC might have been pushed until after this one came out. But this is the Black Widow number 10 Brooks variant. Black Widow number 10 NetEase Marvel Games variant. Extreme Carnage. So this one says Bagley design variant, but we're looking at a David Nakayama. And I know that's just what the solicit said, and that's why I was just going with it. The Symbiote variant, of course, with the Symbiote's kind of spots and stuff. Gamma Flight number 3. Guardians of the Galaxy 17, again, the Games variant. And then here's your hidden gem. I'm expecting Doctor Strange to show up because of the Last Annihilation being with Dormammu, but that's why they got Doctor Doom there, I guess. These again, here's another one of those Marvel Dual variants. All of them look amazingly detailed. And then I only picked 2 of the Kang the Conqueror covers: the Gleason and the Stegman. Everything else didn't really measure up for me. If it measured up for you, cool, buy what you like, and you'll never buy wrong. Marauders number 23, of course, showing a little bit more of our new arrangement of Marauders with Banshee. And then the variant of the Cuckoo Girls. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, of course, the Flex variant, 1 in 25 incentive. And yeah, if I had the newer version, I would have had the updated artwork. My apologies. Moon Knight number 2, the Momoko variant, the Games variant, and this is by far one of the most amazing looking of the Marvel Games variants. And I assume probably going to be something along the lines of what we're going to see live action, just to kind of make it realistic. You figure we're going to see a lot of the honeycomb hex weave and stuff like that in the stretchy suit, and then they're going to have armaments over top of them. So this is a pretty cool looking suit for Moon Knight. And then, of course, David Finch doing his. And then John Romita Sr. giving us a Hidden Gem variant, which is amazing. Non-Stop Spider-Man. So, again, this one was supposed to be in store 6:30 and was pushed to 8:18. So, it might have been on FOC again. This Zemo cover would have hit if it was released during Falcon and Winter Soldier. I mean, let's just be honest. Spider-Woman number 14, NetEase Marvel Games variant, of course. Looks better than the A cover, and that's why I chose it. Star Wars number 16, War of the Bounty Hunters. Here's your Han Solo, David Nakayama wanted poster. And then here is your Star Wars 16 incentive variant. So it's your 25 copy incentive. I thought this was a wicked looking for just an A cover, and Boba Fett and Darth Vader. And then, of course, your David Nakayama wanted bounty hunter poster. Empire Strikes Back, War of the Bounty Hunters action figure variant. And then your 1 in 25 incentive, IG88 trading card variant, 1 in 25, like I said. The Marvels number 4, giving us some wicked looking stuff by Alex Ross. And then here is your small wood 1 in 25 incentive variant. Yeah, the Ninth Wonder. That's right, man. Some of those have definite improvements on artwork over their A cover counterparts. Way of X number 5 and your variant cover. But let's not forget about the Inyuk Lee Asian Voices variant and giving us our Blink variant. There's your 50 copy incentive. X-Core number 4, and there is your Lopez variant with Celine and Mastermind. Oh, that's some wicked looking stuff. So that's going to round it out for the FOC review, everybody. Leave me a comment below. Don't forget to smash that like button. Leave me a thumbs up. And thanks for watching. Of course, I'm going to see you guys a little bit shorter than next week because I'm going to shut down. I'm going to then try to find a saved or recovered copy that doesn't take my processor down like I was trying to a minute ago. And get that picks from this week up. So tune in for that video. Stick around for that one. Make sure you have subscribed. And that's going to do it for us here over the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser. And I want to thank everybody for tuning into the live chat. You guys do make it amazing. And I'll see y'all in about 5 minutes. So check it out then. Thanks for tuning in.